Sam's on the case with azbilliards.com, brought to you by pooldog.com. Joining me this evening is Sarah Rousey, who is actually a Pooldog representative, and we've asked her to empty out her case. Thank you for joining us, Sarah.
No problem.
Let's start right in with your playing cue.
Okay, my playing cue is a Mez EC7C, so it's our exotic wood line. It's the best cue there is, obviously, because I use it. I have two shafts with it. I started with the Hybrid Pro 2, which is a very low deflection shaft, and I kind of have switched to the WD700, which is also low deflection, but it's a bit softer feel. So it's the one like Mika and Alex, everyone's been using.
And what kind of playing tip do you like to use?
Right now I have a triangle, a compressed triangle. So I kind of got sick of the layered tips for a while and tried something new, and I like it, so I'm sticking with it.
Okay, and which one? Now, there's two different kinds of shafts. Is one more like a backup shaft for you, or are you transitioning from one to the other?
Well, actually, in Vegas this year, I was really upset with how I played. So I went to my boyfriend, who also is a Mez representative, and I said, "Can I please try your shaft?" And he's like, "Sure, here, it works really well, blah, blah, blah." And I just stole it. So that's why I have two different shafts.
And you never got it back.
No.
All right, tell us about the power brake cue here.
I use the Power Brake 2, which is the shorter brake cue. I always say I use it because it makes me feel really tall. It's only about 52 inches. We have two different shafts for that too. There's the deep impact shaft. This one I had changed to a leather tip, and I personally like a leather tip better. And then we have the Deep Impact Pro, which is half ash, half maple, and a phenolic tip. And right now I'm still working on it. It's not really my cup of tea right now. I kind of like fly it off the table, and people are really in danger if I do that.
I liked one of my favorite things that you said once was you brake with the leather tip because if you use the phenolic tip, because you have such a big brake that you kill someone.
Yeah. I mean, like windows, mirrors, people, children especially, look out. It's not really very good.
So does this brake cue actually come in different lengths, or is that the standard length?
This one is the standard length is shorter, and then it comes usually here, it breaks down, and then there's usually 3 like washers in it, and they add about a 1/4 ounce of weight. I took them all out because I like the lighter brake cue.
Okay. And then you also have a brake cue or jump cue that you carry with you.
Yeah, the brake cue is a little bit too long to jump with, and I like to use the leather tip. So I have the air drive, which also comes in 3 pieces, but I don't have the 3rd piece. Once I switch to that, I haven't missed a jump shot, which is, I'm 5 feet tall. That's pretty good.
Sweet. And this is a short girl's best friend, right?
Yes, this is my best friend. I should keep it in my pocket. That's my extension. I waited a really long time to finally find a cue with one of those because I stretch for every single shot.
All right, well, let's move on through some of the stuff you have here. I know you have some really unique personal items that you'd like to share some stories with.
Yeah, luckily I cleaned a little bit in the past couple weeks because I tend to hoard things that mean something to me.
Almost like you knew.
Yeah, I was kind of psychic. But here, my mentor, I would say, is Mark Wilson. And he slipped me this note before I played my first TV match. And he kind of stuffed it in the top of my old case, and I opened it to get my cues together, and I saw that, and it really gave me a burst of, confidence, and I ended up winning the match. So I was like, okay, this is staying forever. And then this one here is from my boyfriend, Jason Klatt. He did really well at Turning Stone, and those were notes that he wrote to himself. So then I came to, I forget where it was, a big match, and he said, here, these are the notes that I use. Read it before your match. Even if you take a break, read it then. And it helped me, so he doesn't get that back either.
I'm seeing a trend here. Honey, can I borrow your shaft? Can I see your notes?
Can I borrow $1,000? No, just kidding.
All right, and this is a unique Mez tip tool.
Yeah, that thing is lethal to me because I'm not an expert at shaping my own tip. But if you need anything, it's never gonna, it's always gonna stay sharp, and it's gonna last forever. And we sell them too, mezusa.com. And, obviously I haven't used it much because I'm kind of afraid of it, but it's a great tip tool.
We've heard some stories about you butchering some tips, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm lethal. I should never do that ever.
Basic tip tool, a tip pick, and Nick's Edge.
The Nick's Edge, it's funny, I found it in a shoebox that I've had filled with, mementos since I was probably 10. I don't even know how old those things are, but I found them 2 months ago. I was like, hey, I was looking older for these things.
Nice. Tell us, is there a story behind that $10 bill?
The $10 bill is not just backup. At home, I have a friend named Vic who's like aspiring to get better, and he's become a really good friend of mine. He likes playing bank pool, so I play him $5 a game bank pool, and I beat him out of $10 probably 6 months ago. And we play every Monday night that I go to the weekly tournament. So I beat him out of his first $10, and he wrote belongs to Vic because he said I can never spend it. He's going to win it back.
Nice. Inspiring.
Yes, I'm keeping it there just for him.
Excellent. All right, Vic, come back for that.
That's right. I'm waiting for you.
Hand sanitizer. We've got your Pool Dog business cards.
Yep, those I hand out.
These are girl's best friend also.
Oh, yeah. Since I got my hair all chopped off, I need those so it doesn't go in my eyes.
That's right. And, you said this was a gift from someone, right?
Yeah, my friend Marcus Hofstadter, who takes pictures at a lot of tournaments, he said he had a birthday present for me at the China Open, and he gave it to me. And I opened it, and I was thinking, okay, what is this? Because the directions are in German. So I was like, okay, Jasmine, what does this say? She said, this is the best tip tool you could get. So I have another lethal tip tool, so I can butcher more tips.
Nice. Keep your tips away from Sarah. Now, moving on to, you've got your sponsor patches, of course, but moving on to your really amazing case here. I was very, very impressed when we opened the inside of this case. Give us a little tour here of your Mez case.
Sure. Well, I switched to the soft case because I've been traveling so much and I tend to overpack. So I needed more room and weight. And it weighs about 6 pounds once I get it stuffed full of all of this stuff. And it holds 3 cues, three butts, 5 shafts. But I can squeeze more in because you can see it's kind of tall. So I just throw random stuff in there, and it has plenty of room. It's soft and durable. I mean, this thing's been around the world so far. And the pockets are awesome. I usually keep my patches up here when I'm organized. They kind of go in this little pocket. And then the inside, if I was an organized person, I could have, my mini credit cards and license there, hook my keys on, maybe put some chalk in here, and it's a huge pocket, which is my best friend. I think you've seen some of my former cases that have been jam-packed full.
Those poor cases.
Yes.
They've seen better days.
Yes.
And this is actually pretty reasonably priced, too. I was surprised.
Yeah, we sell it for about $80, and they come in about 10 different colors. So we have something for everyone. You can even get hot pink if you want.
Excellent. And I see some baby powder over there. I don't think I've seen you use that before.
I don't, but when I went overseas, it's so humid in the Philippines and in China that I had to have it as a backup. And I have to explain my chalk that has tape all over it. Jason came back from Canada last time, and he says, I figured something out with the chalk. I was like, oh my god, here we go again. He says that he bakes his chalk now. So I'm like, great, he bakes his chalk. And then he tapes around it so that he knows that it's his. Because overseas, you're in charge of your own chalk. There's no chalk on the tables. So he tapes them different colors so he knows that they're his. So if you have a chalk with tape around it, you're in trouble. He will find you. He will reclaim that chalk.
Well, no. All right, and then one final item that we see here on the table that obviously did not come out of your case, as big as and roomy as it did not come out of your case, is Frank the Pool Dog.
Yes, he is the mascot of pooldog.com, and he goes everywhere with me. I wish he fit in my case, but instead I get to scare people in airports and various other places that think he's a real dog, but he does go everywhere with me.
And you got to check out Frank's adventures at Frank's Doghouse, DAWG. house.com. So pictures of Sarah and everything.
Yep, pictures of anyone we find, really.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah.
No problem.
All right, Sarah Rousey with me, Samm Diep. This is Sam's on the Case, brought to you by pooldog.com. Take care.